What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP, and this is my co host, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of the FilmBros podcast. Josh, good news. Apparently, things were right. Eddie Murphy was right. He wasn't just pulling our leg, he wasn't just janking our chain,
Right.
He wasn't just psyching us out. It's facts. We are getting a Shrek 5. We talked about this a few episodes ago. It was a rumor. It seemed like Eddie Murphy just kind of talked about it off the cuff during the premiere or something for, I'm assuming, for Axel Foley, which I did watch. It's okay. It's not that bad.
Right.
He's funny still. I think he shines. I think he just needs somewhere that's not Netflix. But anyways, he was talking about it during the premiere for Axel Foley. They asked him all these questions. We did talk about it. He said that he recorded lines early 2024, that he's going to go back in 2024, and that they were going to see maybe about 2025 release date or something.
That and a donkey movie.
And a donkey movie spinoff.
That was very dumb to hear about, but yeah.
Yes. I'm glad you remember. So, not a next year release, a July 2026 release, July 1st to be exact. And we also got a nice DreamWorks animation video out of it. It says not too far away. Shrek 5 is coming to theaters on July 1st, 2026 with Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz to return, and gave us this nice little video on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play.
Little logo.
Yeah, Shrek 5. Wow. I mean, we getting Puss in Boots back too? Antonio Banderas, right?
Well, I mean, he was in The Last Wish.
He was in The Last Wish, and he said he was going back to see him. So, I mean, I would say I'm excited for this. Definitely, it's been a long time since a Shrek movie. Maybe this is what we need
To balance the universe.
Yeah.
Is finally a Shrek movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Now, I will say I'm hoping that the song choice of All Star by Smash Mouth is just a nostalgic choice and not something that's going to drive this film, because this film is going to suck if they do that.
Yeah.
They haven't used that song since the first one.
Yeah.
Like, you don't ever hear it ever.
Yeah, no.
So the only reason to use it is to be like, well, we're about a nostalgia bait in this bitch. But I'm like, I don't think this film franchise is for that. We are already in a world where myth and fantasy is real. Like, why don't we just move forward, kind of like what Puss in Boots did? But hopefully they don't make that mistake where it's like nostalgia bait. But I'm excited for a Shrek 5 for sure.
No,
I know a lot of people didn't really care for 3 or 4.
I like the third one.
I was okay with
I like
both
the
of them.
third one where he's like, what is it? He knocks on the door and he's like, someone better be dying. And it cuts to the dad dying. The frog kid.
Yeah, that one's funny.
Man. The third one is funny. I think the first 3 are funny. I haven't seen the fourth one in forever. I see clips about it.
Is that the one with Justin Timberlake?
No. I don't think so.
I want to say that's the one with Justin Timberlake.
With Rumpelstiltskin, right? The short guy, short redhead.
Isn't that Shrek 3?
That's the fourth one. The third one is with Prince. Not Prince Charming. It's they're picking up the next of kin to rule the kingdom. They send Shrek out to go get him.
Oh yeah, and that's Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
okay,
it is. Okay.
Shrek 3. Okay, yeah, Shrek 3.
Okay. I forget what his name is, but I know. I think the first 3 are really good. I know you guys were clowning on me the last time where I said Shrek 2 is better than the Shrek 1. I still stand by that.
I can agree. I can agree.
All right. Well, there you go. But yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for this. And again, the gang back together, I think it'll work out pretty well.
Yeah, he played Arthur.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
His name was Arthur.
Prince Arthur.
Yeah, he was like weak and stuff. I remember Justin Timberlake playing him.
I don't remember that. That's crazy. I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, I remember seeing the little because this movie came out when did Shrek 3 come out? Like 2012?
Yeah.
2007.
Damn.
I remember.
Spider-Man 3.
I remember seeing the BTS on TV, like
Yeah,
on
yeah.
cable, like actual cable. I'm old, guys.
Bright House, Dish,
Yeah,
DirecTV.
all that shit. Whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was watching it there, and they had like I think it was on Nickelodeon, where they had like a BTS of like this film, Shrek
Yeah.
3, and they had Justin Timberlake voicing him, and I was like, oh, Timberlake's gonna be in this film.
I had no idea. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
he played King Arthur or whatever. Arthur.
Yeah.
Prince Arthur.
Prince Arthur.
Shrek 5 is a vibe.
Yeah. Hopefully it's better than 4.
Yeah, 4 was okay. Right?
It was I don't remember too much about it. I actively try to forget it because I think the first 3 are like comedy gold.
Yeah, the 4th one was funny. The 4th one was funny.
Can't remember it.
Rumble.
Yeah, no, can't remember.
Rumble was hilarious.
It was that one, and then right after that we got the first Puss in Boots, and the first.
Isn't that
Puss
the
in Boots
one
was
where
not
they were
good.
like coming out of the forest, and like they were all dancing and singing, all the girls, right? And they
No.
were coming for the castle.
No, that's the third one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Damn, I really don't remember the
I
4th
don't
one.
remember. The fourth one had like Shrek makes a deal or whatever to basically stay in his swamp because I guess he couldn't handle his kids, his family, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he wishes everything to go back to normal.
That's the one where they're like, "Do the roar."
Yeah, because he's famous or whatever now.
Mhm.
And then he makes a wish with still skin, and that basically like changes the whole universe. And like Puss in Boots is fat, Donkey isn't Donkey if I remember right.
Oh, okay, I remember. That
And then they had like all the ogres, and
Mhm.
Fiona was also an ogre, but she was like a warrior.
yeah, and that's when all the girls got together at the end, and they sang like a song in order to get in, right?
No, that's the third one.
No, no way.
Wait,
No way. I'm about to YouTube it.
I'm telling you.
Just to prove you wrong. Shrek. Oh.
the third one ends in someone else getting the kingdom because Prince Arthur basically wasn't doing it.
Oh, it was Shrek the Third. Okay, you're right.
Man, see,
You good. You good. You
I know-
valid,
I know,
bruh.
I know my Shrek lore, bro. Let me tell you.
Yeah. You're like, that's the one I actively remember.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they were funny. The early ones were funny. I don't know what happened with the fourth one.
That one just fumbled. Apparently. Yeah, because I can't. Then that means I can actively not even remember the 4th part. I think I only remember the beginning with Rumple,
Yeah.
where like they go and meet with him.
Yeah. And then he signs it away, basically.
Mm-hmm. Shrek 5, everybody.
Shrek 5.
We got to do a
Can't
Shrek rewatch. Apparently,
wait. Oh my god.
we got to rewatch 4.
We're going to be ranking the Shrek movies?
Oh.
Wait. Counting the Puss in Boots movies too?
Yeah.
I would gladly watch those movies again.
Yeah, even the
Okay.
first one.
Yeah.
You kind of sounded uncertain. there.
Unfortunately.
okay. At least we're on the same page. Shrek 5 coming July 2026. July 1st, 2026, everybody.
Yeah.
Apparently, they put on their own official DreamWorks Animation Instagram a little video announcing it, so go check that out. It's fun. It's cool. A little 5 with a little Shrek ears. Does worry me the song a little bit.
A little bit.
Only because of member berries type shit.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that they like to squeeze on that, and they don't let go.
They don't. They like to milk the cow.
So hopefully they don't milk this cow, and they give us some
I'm
good
sure-
organic storytelling.
I mean, DreamWorks does good shit, bro. I think we gotta let them cook a little bit. So,
They made Shrek 4,
but they also made Shrek 1 through 3,
but then they made the first Puss in Boots too.
and then they made the B movie, and then they made the second Puss in Boots.
Turbo?
Was that DreamWorks?
Is it valid or no?
I would say
Have you watched Turbo?
not recently.
You never watched it?
I watched it,
Okay.
but not recently. I would say it's valid.
DreamWorks will always be valid because of Flushed Away.
Flushed away. Deep cut. Let you guys know if you guys know that movie.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Didn't they do? I know they did the B movie. Damn, I'm trying. Didn't they do Shark Tale? They did Shark Tale.
It is Shark Tale. Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh, that's another good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. Megamind. Megamind's a good
Megamind
one.
was a good one.
Rise of the Guardians.
Oh,
come
Sleeper.
on,
Let us know
brother.
if you know that one.
Over the Hedge.
Over
Come
the Hedge
on.
was good, yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Carell's the squirrel.
The Croods.
The Croods.
El Dorado. If you don't know El Dorado, go watch El Dorado
Yeah, I know
for
El
the
Dorado.
plot, clearly. Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
That's a good
that
one.
one's actually a
That's a good
sleeper.
one.
I feel
Yeah.
like that one was funny when they came
Yeah,
out.
that one was good.
What is it? Is it Peabody, the dog? That's his name, right? Peabody
Yeah,
is the dog.
he's Mr. Peabody.
Yeah, he was funny. Madagascar 1 through 3, 1 and 2 valid, 3 hit or miss. I don't know. I feel like that's 50-50.
What was the third one about?
The circus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. That 1 and 2. 1 and 2 valid.
Yeah.
1 and
Third
2
one,
valid.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. No.
They slipped.
They did.
Trolls 1 through 3,
I
fire.
haven't seen them.
Ah,
Haven't seen them. I haven't seen them.
we gotta come get him.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
like
Oh.
you're worse than Drake at this point.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
He probably goes to see the Trolls movies for the kids. He's
Oh
like, you
my
know,
god!
walk up in there.
Don't give Kendrick another bar.
You walk around in there like, look at all these easy pickings.
Oh.
He's the Birkins.
Easy pickings.
He's one of the Birkins.
Feel like right? Easy pickings. B movie.
Valid.
Home. Valid.
Valid.
That one's valid.
Valid.
The Rihanna songs in that one.
Yeah.
For sure. Sinbad.
Haven't seen that one.
That one's valid too. That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. Kind of shitty movie, but it's really good
Okay.
in a weird way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, all Kung Fu Pandas, right?
Yeah. Valid.
Both
Sure.
Puss in Boots.
Second Puss in
I
Boots.
never seen that Teenage Kraken one.
I haven't. No.
The Ruby Gillian.
Yeah. No. Haven't seen it.
Second Cruise. Did you like that
I
one?
haven't seen it.
No.
No.
That one came out in 2020, so that one was kind of like a weird. You know, I remember I was like, man, I really want to see that movie, but I don't want to go to the theaters. And I was at work one day, and somebody was like, well, I have a website, and I was like, okay. And they put it like on a whole what's it called, projector,
Yeah.
and played it. And I was like, that's the first time I watched it.
What the hell?
It was a whole like moment. I was like,
Mhm.
that's crazy. I didn't even know you could do this.
What you
Prince of Egypt.
That's
Banger!
Yeah.
Banger. I constantly come back to that film. That's
Yeah,
a banger.
It's a banger.
100%. Turbo's obviously.
Yeah.
Spirit, banger. You probably haven't seen it.
Yeah. No.
Came out a year before you were born.
Oh Lord. Damn.
Catch Me If You Can was a DreamWorks film. That's a
That's
fire
funny.
movie.
Yeah.
That's a fire movie. I Am Number 4. Yeah, that one was trash. Ants. Boss Baby.
Yeah. Let's go.
The first one. I haven't seen the second one. Okay. Top 3 DreamWorks. Ready, set, go.
Kung Fu Panda 3. I want to say Shrek 2. And then no wait. Puss in Boots 2, Last Wish, and then Kung Fu Panda 3, and then Shrek 2.
Kung Fu Panda 3. Oh, you like the third one the best?
Yeah.
Okay.
It had J.K. Simmons.
Okay. Now that I heard,
Hmm.
Flushed Away,
Yeah.
El Dorado,
Mm-hmm.
Prince of Egypt.
Okay. Those are all good.
And I think those are just my
Pretty good.
childhood
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
but those are like peak storytelling.
Okay.
El Dorado is just crazy.
Okay.
Fucking weird movie. Anyways, let us know your guys' top DreamWorks films. We want to know your guys' top 3 at least, or if you guys have top 5, let us know
Shit,
your
you
top
got
5.
way more.
If Madagascar 3 is on your top,
Reevaluate yourself.
step on a Lego. Moving on though, Emma Roberts blames the poor reviews of Madam Web due to internet culture. Now, we have talked about internet culture. We've talked about Twitter culture or
Yeah.
X culture. X.
It's
So
too fucking extreme.
we know that as Twitter users or X users ourselves,
Yeah.
I think we talked about this during the Inside Out review that you guys will hear on Saturday, but we'll kind of touch up on it maybe a little bit. But a lot of the times you hear a lot of the bad stuff over and over. Like, I don't even know how many times I've seen David Cornsweet's new Superman suit because people deemed that it was bad, right?
Yeah.
But then you hear good news, like, you know, Inside Out hitting 1.2 billion,
Yeah.
and don't hear a peep. But you hear Madam Web doing poor reviews, and you'll hear
Yeah.
like the fucking craziest shit. It's true. It happens. Emma Roberts thinks that this is the reason why Madam Web failed, saying when asked about, you know, the public perception that wrapped around Madam Web, Emma Roberts said if it wasn't for internet culture and everything being made into a joke, I think the reception for Madam Web would have been different. And that's what bums me out a lot of this stuff. A lot of stuff that I've done, people just make a joke about nowadays. Saying that, I'm not intimidated by failure. I'm not intimidated by people having negative thoughts about something. I personally loved Madam Web. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought everyone in it was great. The director, S.J. Clarkson, and I think did an amazing job.
Yeah.
She's the reason I wanted to do the movie. She also says that there's no foolproof formula for films. That's not how things work. Everyone likes to act like they can predict if they're going to work out or they're not. The truth is, you can't. Things do badly, and then they blow up later on TikTok. This did well. That's not a secret. Everyone else is like a wish and a prayer.
I was very curious, as you were reading this quote about like why does she have so much to say about it, and then I looked up the film she did, and she was in Madam Web.
She was.
I forgot that shit.
She was pregnant
with Peter. Yeah, she's married. Yeah, she's Mary Parker. I forgot that. I forgot that she was in this movie. That has to tell you a lot immediately. Right out the gate. We did a whole review on this, and I could not, for the life of me, remember if she was in that bitch. Like, it is not internet culture. I would say internet culture does hide the good unless it does very fucking excellent, and then obviously clown the bad. But it is not because of anything specific. She's tripping. Yeah, her, Dakota Johnson, like, they're tripping. They're smoking. I don't know what they're smoking. I want some of it. Like, it's crazy because Sydney Sweeney was real about it.
Okay, so you bring Dakota Johnson in. Why is that? Just to get the viewers up?
Because last time we talked about it, Dakota Johnson was talking about how she was. What was she saying? She was saying that the movie was vastly different beforehand.
Yeah,
and that something fucked it up.
Reshoots and whatnot.
Yeah. So she was clearly on a different hype train for a movie that wasn't even there. Sydney Sweeney was very much real about, this movie and its expectations. So I think it's better to be real about how bad it is. So that way fans could be like, oh, okay, at least if the cast is shitting on it, then it's okay. We all shit on it.
Like, we understand.
Yes.
Like, everybody understands and on the same page.
Yeah. But they're not going to fool the fans who already know it's bad and then be like, but it's good.
No, because there's some films, I can't recall off the top of my head, but I've seen, BTS footage and people talking about it, and they're like passionate about it. It's not that. Oh, well, I guess kind of like the Blue Beetle one. Like, let's say Zolo, right? He talked highly about Blue Beetle. It wasn't a good movie.
No.
But it seemed like he was genuine and really cared about the film and cared about being Blue Beetle and being it within the film, right? Dakota Johnson just seemed like she was doing it for a paycheck. And you kind of felt that.
Yeah.
So when you say, oh, because of reshoots or whatever, well, at the same time, you kind of make it seem like either A, you knew what happened, right?
Yeah.
You knew what was happening. You knew this wasn't a part of anything, and you completely lied knowing that you're just going to get a check out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you were really hoodwinked, and you're trying to put up a front like, oh, no, I wasn't hoodwinked. I made a mockery of this because I wanted to.
Yeah.
Which is still bad. I think if you just own up and just be like, yeah, I made a mistake. I thought this was the MCU. So fuck Sony, right? Like, that would probably be and go over more than just be like, oh, I thought it was something different. It turned out to be something different.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, Emma Roberts. If you like this movie, we can't help you. That's just the best way to put it.
Finger snaps for you.
Yeah. May you do better in your next project. Hopefully they don't do you as dirty as this one, because I didn't even know you were in this bitch.
Internet culture is a thing, though.
Well, it is. But when a movie's bad, you can only really hope that the memes and stuff save it. Because it's like, I want to see where this is from.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get like sometimes. I'm like, I want to know where people are getting this shit from.
Okay.
Like the 6 months meme that I don't know if you've seen go around. Like that dude's from Venom. like I think if you get memed, like you're in the Hall of Fame of internet, basically.
You're gonna forever be mortalized.
Yes. And I mean, I can't remember if Madam Web was memed like that. I know it was like hella like bombed because it did terrible.
People clowned on it.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like memed.
I think the most people like did, I think I seen on TikTok, was people doing the whole voice dub thing, where like they would talk and it wouldn't match the words.
Oh yeah,
and that's all because of what happened in the movie.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
I can't believe they still did that man dirty. That's crazy as fuck. I wonder if he got. I mean, we didn't hear anything about it, but I wonder if he got his repercussions for that.
I'm pretty sure that they told him to keep it on the hushity hush. There was no point in continuing to speak about it. So
Yeah.
I mean, we know, and that I think that's a PSA, right? I think that's something we could say is on the internet. We need to give more props to things that do good, not just things that do bad.
Well, yeah.
I think Emma kind of has an understanding, but not completely, because the reason why he got clowned is because it was that bad.
It's such an echo chamber of things too.
And yeah, and you could really like the film. Obviously, you're gonna like the film. You were in it.
Yeah.
You were. Why would I say? Why would I say this is a bad film? I hated being into this film. It's like you thought it was a good film too, up until the edit room got to it and they did whatever they had to do by the end of it. We understand shit like that happens. Internet culture is a thing too, but they clown on shit that needs to be clowned on. Now, I do think that they should shine a light on things that need to be shined a light,
Yeah.
and not just completely be filled with a bunch of nonsense too. So
Crazy, bro. Crazy. You want to hear some movies that she's been in? There's Madam Web, right?
Yeah.
That's what we were just talking about. That's the most recent one. Don't go see it. You don't have to. Scream 4.
fire.
It's a good
Come
one.
on,
It's a good one.
She was good in that one.
It's a good one. We're the Millers.
Great.
Funny movie.
Yeah, funny.
She was in Nerve.
Nerve was
If
great.
anyone can remember that. It had very young, what's his name? Dave Franco.
Dave Franco and MGK.
Yeah. The Hunt.
The Hunt.
Holiday.
Holiday.
She was in Blow.
She was in Blue. As a kid.
Valentine's Day. And then it gets very obscure from there.
Valentine's Day was funny.
Yeah. But you see what happens when you're in good movies.
She was
You
in
get-
American Horror
We
Story.
get to work with
Coven.
MGK.
That was a good season.
Haven't seen that show.
Oh.
That's the one show where I was like not interested in. That shit's crazy.
That's a good show. Emma Roberts, as a point, I mean, she's been in the industry for a while. To be honest, I didn't think she was gonna make this far. I thought she was gonna like fade into obscurity a long time
That's
ago.
what I thought.
She still has a career. She still does a lot. So it's great for her. But yeah, internet culture didn't ruin this movie. This movie was ruined way before the jump. We just
Basically.
laughed at it.
It's different. It's completely different.
Yeah, if we laugh at it, it's different than you guys fucking it up. Because we didn't fuck up anything.
Yeah.
You guys fucked it up and made it so laughable.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I walked into that film.
We only consumed it.
I walked into that film thinking positively. I was like, these guys are just looking for things to clown on. Sony is doing fine. Just really being the hype man when I walked in there.
Yeah.
And as I sat through there, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You're making it indefensible.
Yeah. No.
Like, what do you want me to do now? Like, I can't say
Not a good look.
I can't say you guys did a good job because obviously dude's mouth was dubbed out the whole time. Like somebody else was talking the whole time.
Yeah.
We didn't see any superheroes in costumes till the very end, and that shit was ass. Like,
editing messages.
we just laughed at that shit.
Look, if there's one thing to take away from this, go listen to our review of Madam Web, wherever you get your podcast. Moving on. Like, that's just... We gotta move forward from this, man. I can't talk about that movie no longer.
Let us know what you guys think about internet culture, Emma Roberts, and what she had to say about the failure that was Madam Web. We don't think that that's the reason. We think totally other reasons, but it's okay. They could think what they want.
Yeah.
Moving on, though. Superman set picks. Now, we did talk about this last week on a couple of episodes. This week, not too much. I think they did a bulk of their filming the past couple weeks, and we're like, well, we're done. We don't want to leak anymore, so we're not gonna do that. So they chose not to, but we did have a few more leaks that came out after we recorded our episode
Yeah.
that I did want to talk about. We had officially gotten our first look at what looks to be Superman, but not the same Superman. Now, this costume here, this looks like Superman. And then we got Mr. Terrific right here on the right side.
Yeah.
And we have Hawk Girl. And right here on the far left side, we have
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, Nathan Fillion's, Guy Gardner's Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
This suit right here, questionable. Different color, different collar. These suits, a lot of people notice that these aren't their original suits. This isn't a Green Lantern suit. This isn't a Mr. Terrific suit. This is, or I mean, as close as you can get. And this isn't a Hawk Girl suit. Better look over here with this one. You can see the bowl cut, Guy Gardner's look, Hawk Girl right here. A lot of people zoomed in and saw the chest emblem look to be part of, I think, the organization that's going to be within the film that is run by Morpho's company.
Lord Tech or whatever?
Yeah, Lord Tech. There you go.
Yeah.
Now, is this suit battle damaged or is it darker?
I thought it was battle damage. I thought one of those things were going around that it was like burnt and stuff.
What do you think about these set picks so far?
Not seeing anything new. Everything seems like it's all the same. I feel like they were just like, we gotta do what we can outside, and then we gotta get the fuck inside because this shit keeps happening to us. That's like the
too
best
many
way to put it.
leaks.
Like there's nothing really new. I feel like everything that's been shown has been addressed. I mean, a lot of people were talking about the suits and how they're meant to be ugly on purpose and this and that. And I mean, I think they got MCU brain. I think the MCU has really done this thing where it's like, oh, well, for toy reasons, we're gonna give them their suit, and then halfway through the movie, they're gonna get a different suit, and then market it that way and stuff. I mean, it could be possible. This movie's supposed to have an evil Superman clone, so I could totally see that happening. But I think the side characters are gonna keep their clothes, like Nathan Fillion and all those other players. That's the way I feel about it. Like,
Yeah,
they're
'cause
not
I
meant
think
to.
a lot of people were saying like, oh, Superman is the only one that has a homemade suit. Is a symbol for, superheroes and hope.
Individuality
Yeah.
and shit like that.
While everybody else seems to be suited and booted with these
Lord Tech.
Lord Tech suits.
Yeah. I mean, could be a thing. Could totally be like them corporate shilling and this and that. But yeah, maybe.
Okay,
That
so
theory
I'm-
isn't
I'm-
too far off.
So, I know you're not that interested. I know you're trying to get out of this topic as much. I'm not going to let you.
Fuck.
What do you think about the suits, man? What do you think about these Lord Tech suits? I got to hear it.
Ugly. Definitely ugly. I don't mind. Actually, if I have to be honest, I don't mind Guy Gardner's. I think the white and black and the green logo suits it. Everything else is ugly. Like, I don't like hot girls. I especially don't like that wings and stuff. And I mean, looks like the helm is gonna be practical, so that's cool, but not as cool as what was his name in Black Adam?
Hawkman?
Hawkman. The actor, I forget his name. His cowl looked a lot better.
Yeah. But it looked more... How do you say?
Mystical.
Mm-hmm. Enriched.
Yes.
With, like, history or something.
Yeah.
This just looks factory manufactured.
Yeah. Again, and I think the most comic accurate looking one is Mr. Terrific.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is probably going to end up being his own suit. But for the most part, I'd say everything looks kind of ugly. And if that's the case, then that's stupid. Like, I think that's a dumb reason to, like, make ugly suits. You're telling me you wasted almost, like, $10,000 on everyone's suits and sizes and shit like that, and you're not going to keep them for half the movie? Or you're going to get rid of them for whatever fucking reason? Just to CGI, whatever else? That's not good. That's not a good look.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think so. I've never saw a suit and thought, oh wow, that's ugly on purpose. Like, no, every suit should look on the up and up. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy thinking to have.
Okay, what about the people that say this is part of the story? Like, what if this is like these guys are all manufactured superheroes and Superman's the only real superhero out there?
If this is the case, it's still crazy. It's you still wasted money on suits and creating these things and materials and leather and
It's
shit
for the
like
art,
that.
man.
I believe.
You ain't over here thinking about the materials and shit when you're watching a movie.
But excuse you, yeah.
What the fuck? You're not looking at the movie like they used about 2,000 tiles. That's about a $50,000.
Well, no, but you think about the style and stuff. I mean, what did they call Andrew Garfield's suit? Like fucking spandex and basketball material and shit like that. Like, yes, everyone thinks about that shit.
Mhm.
Obviously, I don't work in that shit, so I don't know what it takes to make it. But I mean, I've seen a good amount of behind the scenes of when they made the Sam Raimi movies, because you know I watch them shits religiously, of how they make the spandex and the webbing and shit like that, and how they were able to make it expand and shit like that. Like, I'm not saying I work in that field and I'm knowledgeable, but I know some of the process, if that makes any sense. Anything that they're willing to show. Obviously not profits. I don't know how much it makes to make a suit, but I'm pretty imagine it costs money, it costs people, it costs time and effort to make said suits. And like, if it's corporate stuff and this is all story, okay, cool. But it's still kind of weird to be like, these suits are ugly on purpose. That's weird. Most superheroes stick with
if
their
it's
suits.
part of the story,
They get their suits, and then that's the suits for the movie, and then the sequel has them in a different suit. I can live with that.
if part of the story deems that they got to be in ugly suits because Lord Tech made it,
These are side characters, bro. They are not getting a new suit. Not in this movie. It is not happening. I don't know. The MCU has given such a delusional push to this kind of thing. Iron Man, fucking Captain America, Thor.
well, what if this
Like,
is an
it's
arc
just
that's going to go
crazy.
through different movies?
This movie needs to do really fucking good before they even think about that shit, bro. I don't know.
I don't understand what your expectations for this film is. I don't understand. This is the
I'm
last
being
script.
realistic.
This is the last script of like set photos that it seems like we're gonna get for a while. So I'm really like, I'm not saying you gotta love this film coming out because I understand that they basically pried away, curb stomped your Man of Steel and whatever else has to come next. I understand that to me too, but I'm trying to figure out an honest answer.
I'm being
to
realistic.
this film.
I'm being realistic.
If the art said, if Zack Snyder would have been like, I'm going to use these costumes for like 20 minutes. I mean, he's done that with Watchmen, where he's used costumes just for props and just to be like comic accuracy and shit. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of material.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
But he does stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm just using him as an example because you're love Zack Snyder
This
over
is
here.
crazy.
But what I'm saying is that I understand material and all that, but that's not what you're worried about when you're watching a movie. You're worried about what's the outcome going to be. I'm asking you if the storyline of Lord Tech and the suit, and maybe if it does last for more than one movie and the arc ranges on, would the story of, theoretically speaking, because we don't know if this is actually the storyline, Clark and Superman being the only superhero that is a superhero while everybody else is under Lord Tech's basic, like his thumb, where they do what he says, do the bidding, goes wherever they want, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Where like Superman, kind of like Iron Man, does whatever he wants because it's his power. He's going to do it only for right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Would that arc be not good for a Superman movie? And don't be biased. I'm asking you.
The story, if this is the case, it sounds solid. Like, it doesn't sound out of reach. We got something similar in, Zack Snyder's DC. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, this world's kind of dark. Superman is the light for it. It's going to break all these chains and stuff. Like, it's not uncommon. Like, I understand that part. It's not far-fetched, I guess, if that's what you're looking for. It's not far-fetched story-wise. It's just crazy because people are expecting these things, and when it doesn't happen, and these are the suits that they're stuck with for the whole movie or whatever, it's gonna count against them. If anything, I'm giving precautionary tales because we've seen it happen.
Cautionary tales that they're gonna keep the suit.
Expectations and whatever else. Expecting that these suits are ugly on purpose and this and that, and someone put in real time and effort to design these corporate shilling
So
suits
what
is crazy.
the way you're looking at this film is face value, not what could potentially be in the story, but that these suits are ugly as fuck, and they're wasting time with these ugly ass suits, which they shouldn't be. They should have put money into real suits, and we should be focusing on those suits.
Exactly.
But for story wise, if this is just for story wise,
If it makes sense and this is for story, then fine. But again, I don't think they're getting new suits outside of this. Not in this movie.
you think it, so, and this is kind of what I was expecting. So tell me if I'm correct. Is that when you saw the suits for the first time, especially on these BTS photos, you were expecting an authentic Green Lantern Guy Gardner suit. You were expecting an authentic hot girl, not wings, obviously those are going to be CGI, but like kind of like how you saw with the BTS with Black Adam with Hawkman and whatnot.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I know that what's the name, Dr. Fate was CGI, but he was in a mocap suit. Dwayne's suit was real, whatever, blah blah blah. Is that what you were expecting? That when you saw these photos for the first time, you were going to see Guy Gardner in his comic accurate
that these
suit?
characters look like these characters. That's what I was expecting.
So that you seeing them not in that suit kind of throws you off.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a lot of coping for these people who are like, these are ugly on purpose and expecting this kind of thing, but that's what it sounds like. Like, nah, bro. Like, if this isn't the case, and these suits are ugly, and they're fine with this being the final product, that's crazy shit for however much movie this movie's supposed to be made for. Like, no, I would rather see my Green Lantern in a suit that is supposed to be in. Hot girl, Mr. Terrific. Again, Mr. Terrific, still the same looking dude. Even Superman. As much as I don't like the trunks and shit like that, at least he looks like Superman.
But you're just hoping that you see a comic accurate Green Lantern.
At some point.
And by the end of the movie, if this is what they leave him with, you'd be disappointed.
Yeah, of course. Because it's ugly.
Makes sense. Okay. All right. That makes sense than the other argument. Because the other argument makes it sound like, and I'm pretty sure the audience will probably agree, it makes it sound like you're just hating just to hate. But I understand that because that's kind of where I'm at, right? Where it's like, I wanted to see Green Lantern in a Green Lantern suit, and I was like, well, when are we going to see Philly in a Green Lantern suit? Now, we could see Philly bite the dust and the ring goes somewhere else, and then we see a comic accurate suit at the end of the movie. Or, maybe he's like, well, Superman's doing it this way, I'm going to do it that way. Maybe this is just an arc. Who knows if it's not? This is just a theory. I guess, in a way, this is just where we kind of like miss on perspectives, is that I'm kind of hoping for the best for this movie, where you're like, I guess you're not hoping for the worst, but you're just not hoping for the best either. You're kind of in the middle, where you're just like, I'm going to see what happens.
Yeah. Like, I guess I don't have real expectations outside of like, oh, this better be as comic accurate as shit. Otherwise, it's going to be very hypocritical down the line to be like, well, they got close. And it's like, okay, but the universe we had before was getting there too. So it's gonna be a lot of that going around with not just me, but I think online discourse and stuff.
And that's where you have to be the better person.
I'd rather die.
You got to be the better person and be
I
like,
try.
Motherfuckers be pushing.
Yeah, it's shit like this. It's shit like this, bro. It's shit like this. And like I don't know, man. Cuz at least in the all DCEU, when you got a suit, you were like, this looks like this. Mm-hmm. This looks like it's meant to be Wonder Woman, Shazam. the Batman suit and the Superman suits.
I think the biggest offenders were what Aquaman suit and the Flash's suit. I think those were the two biggest offenders that a lot of people were like, those aren't comic accurate.
Yeah.
But the Flash looked relatively close to the Flash.
Yeah, the new 52 one.
It looked cool because
It was missing the
it
chin
made
strap.
it made sense within universe, and it looked cool because of how it was put together. Same thing with Aquaman's. It wasn't bright orange and green like we got in the first Aquaman film, but it was still kind of like
Looked like
close.
an Atlantean warrior suit.
Mhm.
It didn't really look like King of Atlantis. That's not what he was yet. But yeah, at least when you saw them, you were like, "These look."
See, and the way you said that, it just makes me feel like you're still harboring some issues when it comes to the DCEU. We gotta let it go.
Hey man, look, I didn't come here for a therapy session. I need you to wrap up whatever this is. No, I'm
Do you
not
like
over
the
it.
trunks? Look at the trunks. Look at the chunky trunks. You like them?
I like the way the picture is and how like the wind's blowing his cape. That looks pretty like.
The cape looks nice.
Yeah.
Give the cape some money because it's doing the work.
Huh.
Everything else looks.
Yeah, man, I don't know. That's crazy as fuck, bro.
It looks like he's gonna be using his jetpack, Mr. Terrific, though.
Yeah. I don't even know if he owns a jetpack like in the comics.
No, you don't read him a lot.
No. I know Mercury. Mercury gonna be climbing the fuck out of this. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like all the things like we recently got that. I mean, I don't know if you have it on the back end, but we got that trailer. I got the trailer, and a lot of people are very upset about a certain thing going on there. So I think certain fans are gonna be very nitpicky about this kind of thing. Like I didn't know Guy Gardner had fans, but he does. It's terrific too.
Oh, this Twitter user kind of has the same idea as me. It says, anybody else thinking that this dynamic will be like Invincible, where Soups helps out the league a lot, and they constantly offer him a spot on the team to work under Lord Tech, but Soups always respectfully declines, leading to Maxwell getting more aggressive towards Superman.
Yeah, because that's his brother. That's James Gunn's brother. He's Maxwell Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be the main bad guy, or is it gonna be Lex?
He's Maxwell Lord in this one. I think he's just gonna be teased in this one. I don't think he's gonna be. Lex is supposed to be the main one, which is played by.
So they say.
Mm-hmm, so they say.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gonna be interesting. Can't wait to see your reaction and everybody else's and the internet cultures, apparently, according to Emma Roberts. So, I know you got some kind of animosity towards it. I'm gonna still try to be positive. I hate the suits. I think they're ugly. Every single one of them, even Superman's. I don't give a fuck. I think they're all ugly. But I'm still hoping something good comes out of the Superman film with action. I'm waiting for a trailer now. I think 1 to 10 hype level, 10 being the or we'll do 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 not so much interested. I would say I'm like at a solid 3. I'm like in between. I think before these pictures, at least with the Guy Gardner and Maxwell Lord and everything, I was at like a 4, but I dropped it down to a 3 because after seeing these pictures,
Right.
even though I'm still excited somewhat for the movie, I just hate the look.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, at least they gave Nathan Fillion the bowl cut, but at the same time, I'm like, still looks kind of. I hate the suit.
I appreciate the bowl cut. I appreciate they went that route, but the suit, bro, the suit. Why couldn't they just? Like, you want to see what his suit looks like in the comics?
Can I see?
Yes. I'll have a picture for this when I do
If it looks epic and awesome, I'm jumping out this window.
Like, look at this. Look at this. He has 2 of them, so I'm gonna show you both of them. He went through 2 changes, but okay. So there's this one. Oh wait, that's kind of ugly. There's this one with the little vest flap, right?
Give me a second. Oh wow.
There's that one, and then there's another one.
Is Superman taking a picture of this guy? It looks like he has a cell phone.
He's like, I'm happy to be working with you, citizen.
You got another picture?
No, I can't find the other one. But he usually wears 2 suits. It's that one, and it's a more modern-looking one. I just can't find the second one. But yeah, for the most part, I wouldn't say I was expecting the jacket, but a vest or something better. Hell, CGI dots. I mean, like show that you're probably gonna CGI that bitch, but like, man, crazy.
This guy, right? Wait, it's the same suit.
Oh yeah, that's the same suit.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to show me later.
Yeah.
It's okay. Hopefully, they nail all this. There's a lot of questions being raised with this film, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I guess. I hope you could be a little bit more positive in the future, though.
We'll see.
Okay. Moving on, though. Something that we can be positive about, maybe not so positive about. Arkham Asylum TV series not moving forward at Max. This Arkham Asylum TV series was originally supposed to be within the world of Matt Reeves. I think we did report that James Gunn took it, and it was supposed to be under his universe, but I'm guessing it's never getting full on fruition. I know a lot of people were saying that it belongs within the Batman universe, but I want to say
No.
I distinctly remember
Yeah.
James Gunn saying
He hijacked it. Yeah.
he hijacked it. So it's not
It
happening.
was meant to be because just to paint the timeline for the people confused, I will upload this to everywhere on our socials if need be. But Matt Reeves does the Batman. He greenlights 3 shows. There was going to be this Arkham Asylum one, the Penguin one, and the GCPD one. Remember? And then I think they workshopped the GCPD one to just focus on Arkham Asylum. And then Penguin ended up taking flight, pun intended, a lot faster. And then James Gunn was like, "Oh, the Arkham series is going to be put on mine, but Matt Reeves is still going to produce." And now here we are with the Arkham Asylum show just scrapped entirely. But Matt Reeves went from creating it to producing it for the DCU.
Exactly.
But it originally was going to be for his Batverse.
So a lot of people say, I've been seeing this all over the place, the Batman 2 is canceled because this one's canceled. Now we don't get me wrong, and maybe if you want to speak up, I'm going to speak for both of us, but we both believe that it's probably canceled. Quietly,
Yeah.
behind closed doors. Hasn't been announced, but we think it's been canceled for sure. But I would at least like to shine a light and say that this has nothing to do with the Reeves universe. The Arkham Asylum show was supposed to be under James Gunn's.
Yeah. He moved it.
Matt Reeves was supposed to produce. They were supposed to work together.
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen. Now, we can address that part. Now, does that mean that they had a fallout and they're no longer working together and they're just like, hey, well, you're not making your Batman films. Well, I'm not going to make you your Arkham show. Could that be a possibility?
I would say so. Like, hey, bro, you keep pushing my shit back, but you expect me to make your show? That's not gonna work. It's definitely a possibility. I don't think any scenario where there isn't some kind of pettiness is off the table.
Especially with James Gunn.
Head of the DCU or head of DC. I mean, we saw it happen with Hamada and Zack Snyder. It could definitely be done here. I don't think it's that out of the blue to say that kind of thing. Crazy, honestly. I mean, the Batman 2 could be canceled. It's just a little different here because again, this wasn't for. They changed it. It wasn't for Matt Reeves' Batverse. It was for the DCU by the time of its cancellation. I wonder what changed. I want to know what happened backstage.
I mean, if this show was supposed to come out in October,
It just wasn't moving fast enough.
because this show was supposed to come out October 2025, right? Yeah, I don't think it was moving fast enough.
If it was,
Especially with Matt Reeves' movie Batman 2 being pushed back from 2025 to 2026. It's like, well, I don't have time for my film. I don't have time for your show.
basically,
And I mean, the Batman movie wouldn't even be released by then, because I think the original Batman film is supposed to come out in 2026.
yeah, and they pushed it back.
So it would just collide. Just doesn't make sense.
He wouldn't have time to work on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Could just be conflicted schedules.
I mean, it could honestly be that, but at the same time,
But
it
I
could
mean,
also
if James Gunn can do Superman, Peacemaker, and Creature Commandos,
Matt Reeves is a slacker, Josh says. James Gunn is elite filmmaking
When the fuck did
potential.
I say? No.
That's what you just said.
No.
You said if James Gunn could do this, this, and that, Matt Reeves can't even do this and that.
No.
This is like
No, I didn't say he was a slacker. What I'm saying is like
you heard it here first from the Film Bros podcast. He said
oh
he's
my
a slacker.
gosh.
Fucking slacking out there, Matt Reeves.
Crazy, bro. But no, I just mean that one's taking the time to cook, and the other one's kind of rushing shit. Rushing shit so much that he was riding through a writer's strike. But no one wants to talk about
Oh,
that.
baby.
No one wants to talk about that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly my ass. No one wants to talk about it, bro. This is crazy.
Allegedly. We can't just accuse.
We know he did it, bro.
Allegedly.
We know.
Allegedly. Here at the Film Bros podcast, we allegedly think that James Gunn was writing through. But we have no evidence to support. We're not going to defame the man.
That's
There you
crazy.
go.
That's crazy.
But we allegedly believe. Right? Allegedly.
I
right?
guess. I guess.
Behind, off the mic, we could say other things.
He was writing.
But on the mic, we got to say allegedly.
He was writing through Black Adam, and then they approached him to do the DCU, and in which case he fight. The timeline's there. That's all I'm saying, folks. But I mean, I don't want to say the Batman 2 is canceled. I do think it's possible. I'm not saying it isn't off the table. I know Andy Serkis recently came out and said they might start filming soon or whatever, or getting production up. Actors say this kind of thing all the time, and then eventually it kind of falls through. So,
Conflicting schedules.
yeah, that's what they say.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But that with that one, I mean, anything could be possible. But I want to at least clear the air. This doesn't mean the Batman 2 is canceled. Still just something that we believe is happening, though.
Mhm.
We'll say that we believe is happening. But hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum show was under James Gunn's universe, not under Matt Reeves, though Matt Reeves was on to write. Unless James Gunn lied about that. If he lied about it, that's something different, and we'll correct that later. But as of right now, that's what we know. So
Yeah.
let us know you guys' thoughts. Were you excited for the show? Did you even know it was happening? Were you just like, this is crazy that this is gone? Hopefully the Batman 2 is safe. Oh, we got some news for you. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Moving on, though, Sam Raimi looking to direct, produce new horror film called Send Help from 20th Century Studios, and that this will be a different take on Rob Reiner's Stephen King's adaptation of Misery and Robert Zemeckis' classic Castaway. A horror twist to those two classics. Well, Misery's
Mystery is already
already
like,
a horror, right? But
doesn't make any sense.
you know, somebody's on that island. Castaway, nobody's on that island, right? Nobody's there. It's just him against the elements. So, I mean, I'm interested to see how it incorporates both. But Sam Raimi, in the kitchen, it's going to be hard for me to say no, sir.
Sign me up. Sign me up for this one and seconds.
I'll be like, Raimi, give me a little bit extra drizzle. Drizzle.
Yeah, sign me up.
Get saucy back there, sir.
Ain't no controversy with this one. I want to see him to the max.
I'll be like, whip up Spider-Man 4 while you're at it.
He's gonna be like, I ain't got that in the kitchen right now.
It's not on the menu.
Yeah.
We got Send Help. That's it.
That's good, bro. Hopefully it sparks a new direction for him, and he does another Evil Dead. That's the best thing I can hope
Honestly, because producing is not enough. You need to be in that.
for. You gotta
seat, sir.
be in the kitchen.
Either him or Fede Alvarez.
He's probably gonna end up getting another sequel for Alien. So
Yeah. I would say Fede Alvarez helming a sequel to Evil Dead. Wow.
that
Your
franchise,
dreams, you'd kill yourself.
that's crazy. There's only a few things I'd kill myself for.
Oh.
But what do you call it? I think the Evil Dead franchise works if you do get different takes on it from different people. But not when it comes to Sam Raimi, who pioneered that bitch.
No.
He knows how to do
No. What we expect from the horror franchise is to up the level of the gruesomeness, the scariness, and keep it pushing. Fede Alvarez in 2013 nailed it. Evil Dead Rise, I mean, it was good,
I like that.
but could have been better? Could it have been Evil Dead Rise 2013?
You don't want that.
Huh?
You don't want Evil Dead 2013.
Something similar, yeah.
You want someone to
Real blood.
take
Nice.
it and elevate the
Not fake blood.
real blood.
Yeah. Not killing off all the side people so fast. That's crazy. In a hallway and throw people. Insane.
I don't know, man. I think it's good. I think either way, Sam Raimi needs to get back in that kitchen and cook.
But send help is a good step forward.
Yeah, for sure. Go see this one. I'm excited for this one.
Are you gonna watch it?
I am. Just because he's tied to that bitch.
Yeah, he's back in horror. I don't think we've seen him do a horror film in a while, right?
No, he mostly produces. And I mean, he did the Multiverse of Madness.
That was okay. MCU'd.
But he
Si-
tried.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think about Send Help in 20th Century Studios. Side note, though. You've been seeing the pics, the set pics about, like, Deadpool and Wolverine, speaking of MCU.
The pictures. Yeah.
Mhm. Is it me, or is, like, more stuff's coming out, and I'm just like, this movie looks like a typical MCU film. It doesn't feel like the other two Deadpool
I
films.
see it. I see it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of like positive stuff about it because I'm hearing a lot of people be like, I think they had like a showing with the first 40 minutes or something.
Yeah.
People were like laughing nonstop, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about it. But you know what other films we heard a lot of good stuff about? Come from Stephen King, Tom Cruise.
Oh my gosh, man.
David Zaslav. All these people. So you're just like, when money's involved,
It's a little
are
different.
you telling the truth?
Yeah, it's a little different. But now we're out here. I think that movie's gonna be good, bro. We are a couple days away. Don't you do this to us. Don't you do this to me. Not again.
But what if I'm on the right side of history yet again?
Not after the Flash. It's not gonna happen. Don't do this to me again.
What if I'm on the right side of history again?
What if
though?
you're on the wrong side of history?
I don't know, man. I feel like we've seen this before, and every single time I come out right. Like at first, I was with this film. Now there's all this extra hype and like seeing these set pics and everything. Like I'm still excited for it.
Our marketing.
I'm hoping
We haven't gotten good marketing like this since what?
best marketing was like Infinity War and Endgame
Exactly.
because they fucking faked us out. Now this could be it, but this doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like
Don't
that.
do this to me.
I'm telling you, bro.
Don't you do this
It
to me.
doesn't feel like that, bro.
Don't do this to me, bro.
I don't know.
The hype train?
It's the gut. Look, it's saying, watch out for Deadpool and Wolverine.
How funny would it have been if your gut sounded like Jack Black? But anyway,
No.
nah, don't do this to me, bro. Don't do this to me. We are a couple days away from seeing this movie. I need you to just sit down and shut the fuck up.
When you see these things, it's a red flag. And when I see red flags, I can't keep quiet.
The hype train has been built in since February during the
But
goddamn
what if
Super
that's
Bowl.
what if that's what the MCU wants? I was in there too, man. You gotta step out. You gotta step out of the ride. You gotta understand. They want you to think this is gonna be a fucking banger. Now, understand, we do have an Agatha trailer, and that's gonna tell us whether or not they change their ways. Deadpool and Wolverine, like I said, those trailers really drew me in. I didn't have any issues. They weren't like Doctor Strange 2. They weren't like Captain Marvel 2, like during the trailers. They felt like this movie's gonna make it. But as pictures are coming out, more and more hype things, and it's like unnecessary hype things that are just on a random day. You see Superman set photos come out, and then on the sideline, Ryan Reynolds is like, "Oh yeah, this is the best job we ever done." Wolverine's like, "Oh yeah," or Hugh Jackman's like, "Yeah, this is the best thing I've done for a while."
It's a tour to hype the movie.
I
This happens with press
understand,
conferences.
I understand, but this is too much.
I need them on Hot Ones.
And then that's when we're gonna know the truth. Eating spicy wings.
That's when everyone's at their phone.
That's when everything's gonna be unveiled.
Exactly.
We're gonna take the mask off and expose them for the phonies that they are.
Exactly.
I mean, Deadpool, whatever. I'm excited.
Yeah, get on the train.
Sure. Look, like I said,
You need to shut up.
I'm sketchy. Maybe this is PTSD from what the MCU has done to me in the past. But for right
It's
now,
crazy.
I don't know. I've been seeing some things. Not very flattering things. I know you've seen them too.
I have. Like that. Like you
For
don't think it bothers me?
For you to ignore the red flags is just toxic.
You don't think it bothers me that I seen a trailer for them doing it on The Bachelorette? Of course, because it's random as fuck.
That is.
But
Yeah.
I understand that they gotta do what they gotta do to promote.
Did you watch the whole thing?
What? No, I saw the end of it, where he's like, what does he say? He's like, the Gen Zers say, like, period or whatever they say. I forget what the whole thing is.
Hold on.
But yeah, no, you just gotta get on the train.
The what?
The train. You gotta get on the hype train. You need to shut up and sit down.
Okay. Look, look this.
Yeah, that I've seen that.
Look at this.
That looks ugly. I mean, that's an ugly promo picture. Some nerd MCU guy was just like, "Hey man, I gotta put this out real quick," but it's different. It's different. That's different. I don't believe in that. I don't believe this picture. You can't judge everything off one picture, bro. It's poorly edited. There's something going on with Hugh's face. Like they did not think this one through.
That's what I'm saying. This is crazy, right?
This one is crazy. This one doesn't look good. But one out of
It shouldn't taint.
1 out of 100.
You're saying it shouldn't taint? Let me see if there's more. There has to be more. That's a crazy picture to just be like, don't worry about that. That is right. You don't think so? You don't think that's a crazy picture to just be like, don't worry about that?
Bro. That's crazy.
Look, even minimized, it looks bad.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah, there's nothing else. Oh, look at this.
Oh, no.
That's the best right
What the
there.
hell am I even doing? You're explaining to Bachelor Nation why our movie is the perfect date movie while holding this. Oh, I love the smell of sunflowers.
I'm not doing either of those.
Yes, you are, because you are a confident, powerful person, and 18 to 49-year-old women are super important demo for us. No cap.
What?
No cap.
What does that mean?
It's what all of my fellow Gen Zers say. Slay, FR, trauma, Genergy, 4-hour work week, quiet quitting. But the point is...
I'm out of here.
All right, stay off camera. I'll handle this.
Hey Nation, Deadpool here again to tell you that our movie has everything you love. We really zoom into complex relationship dynamics. There's ample amounts of cheeky humor, and in the end, well, I'm not gonna lie, it was quite a payday for us.
You promised me the Bachelorette was coming.
I made a lot of promises, buddy, and I'll tell you, you are delivering.
Come again. Rated R.
That's just promo, bro. That's just promo.
I understand.
No, you don't.
I understand promo, but then we get pictures like this. You're fucking saying you
That
look.
doesn't count.
That's what you said about the Flash. That's what you said about the Flash.
This is crazy.
You said the same thing.
This
You
is
were like,
crazy.
I showed you the picture. I was like, look, Ezra Miller looks wonky in this picture. You're like, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. That's what you said. You was like, no, nothing. And then we went to go watch it.
This is crazy.
We went to go watch it, and you said, why is there babies falling out of a building? I'm gonna say the same thing during this film, even though there's no babies
Yeah,
falling out of
why are
buildings.
babies?
Look at this picture, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's not good, but I think you just gotta get on the train and shut up. We're a couple days away. You don't get to do this.
All right, I'm excited.
All right.
Skeptically
That's
excited.
what I like to hear.
Still skeptically excited. Can't believe you could see this and be like, yeah, man, I'm excited for this.
This picture doesn't mean anything. It's just poorly done. It happens. Some intern probably missed their deadline and put it out. Like, it's fine.
It just doesn't scream sauce, man.
You got a whole trailer that screams sauce.
Let me show you something.
Don't show me nothing. Oh my god.
I'm gonna show you a Deadpool 2 picture. You don't even know what's happening here. All right, or well, I guess we've seen the movie, but this still right here, sauce. That looks like it has sauce. This picture right here, color, sauce. Look at that. This one, color, sauce. And you come over here. Holy shit! Where's the sauce? It's under the cheese. Look at this one from Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
And then look at this one from Deadpool 3. What are you seeing?
It's clearly different. There's more CGI. It's not as real.
Look how real that shit looks. I could poke that fat kid.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. But yeah, bro, I get it. I guess if we're basing it off this one picture, this picture looks weird. It's crazy. I guess you couldn't poke Hugh Jackman. That's crazy.
It looks fake. It looks like I can't poke him.
Yeah, no.
Can't even poke this Wolverine, nor this Deadpool. It looks weird. They look in front of a mad green screen, while this picture over here looks like they're in a real location.
Yeah.
Right? Deadpool 2 picture. Deadpool 3. Now, if I put them side by side, you can't mistake them.
No, they're different. It's obviously different.
Let us know you guys' thoughts. Let us know if you're still excited for Deadpool and Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3. Go look at some of the film that is going around with Deadpool, and then go look at like Deadpool 1 and 2 set photos.
Yeah.
Look at the difference. Because there is one. Josh doesn't want to admit it. I don't know why. Maybe he's in love with Hugh Jackman. I don't know.
What the hell?
Secretly. Deeply.
Yeah. It's the accent.
I knew it. Moving on, though. Gladiator 2. We finally got a trailer. We got a few trailers in the back end. Like I said, we got the Agatha one. But I wanted to start with what I think is going to be the epic trailer of the night tonight, okay? Gladiator 2. We got a few movie posters that just go so hard. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Doesn't that just look amazing? Don't you just want to watch the film now?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. No, look, we go down a little bit more. Wow. Paul Mescal.
Wow.
Right? We got Paul Mescal in the film.
We
He
do.
looks really good.
He does.
Really good. And then got Pedro Pascal in another.
Wow.
You're not looking at it.
What the fuck?
Pedro Pascal, not to be confused with Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
But Pedro.
Two different letters.
Yeah, two different people. And then we also got Joseph Quinn.
Wow. Looking crazy.
He does look crazy.
I'm telling you, I think he's going to be Joaquin Phoenix's kid.
I'm assuming so too by this point. We go down a little bit more. We got an unknown. I don't know who that is, but Gladiator 2, she look crazy.
You do.
Denzel. Gladiator 2 poster.
Mm-hmm.
That goes hard.
Looks good.
This should be like Kendrick's new album poster, like something like just crop this piece out.
Just copy it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then we got what looks to be the mother of Joaquin Phoenix's son. She came out on the original one. I remember her face. Aged very well. But we do have the Gladiator 2 trailer. I'm excited for this. Now, I haven't had the chance. Okay? I haven't had the chance to show you the first one, which we will get to. And I'm hoping this one doesn't give you a lot of spoilery stuff because I want you to experience the first one. I'm excited for this to the max. And this is because I've seen the first one. Ridley Scott's coming back to do the second one after doing the first one. Russell Crowe was in the first one. This one we got Pedro Pascal, Paul Mescal, Denzel Washington, Joseph Quinn, which I can finally see his chops because I haven't seen Stranger Things. Hopefully I can watch it before this movie comes out, but who knows? I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I wet myself. That's how excited I am.
God.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Clean up on aisle 3. Josh, how excited are you for this film? I know you haven't seen the first one yet. We're going to get to that. But how do you feel?
I want to say I'm excited. I like you said, I haven't seen the first one. But judging off cast alone and stuff, I would say, it looks pretty, exciting. I think everybody was kind of fanboying over this one when it dropped. So I want to say high levels there. Especially after not seeing the first one.
Okay. And after this trailer, if it's really that good, we're watching the first one?
Yeah.
Expeditiously. Shout out T.I. Moving on. Let's go.
I don't get that. No.
You haven't seen that clip?
No.
I'll show it to you later. Let's jump into the Gladiator 2 trailer.
I remember that day. I never forgot it. That a slave could take revenge against an emperor.
Where were you born?
I don't know. I never knew a mother nor a father.
You will be my instrument.
Who are you?
Did you hear that crowd? The greatest temple Rome ever built. The Colosseum. Because this is what they believe in. Power.
Shoo! Holy
no.
damn! You gotta take me there for
That
my
look good.
birthday. If
Yeah.
you don't take me there for my birthday, you hate me. You want me to die, and
Okay.
you want lightning to strike me twice.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
like just like
That's crazy, bro. That did look good. I won't lie. That had me pretty hyped. That looked good. Obviously, I'm missing context here, but going in blind, it does look really good.
I like that Coliseum with the water.
Apparently, that's like accurate.
Yeah, they used to figure out different ways to like make it more entertaining for the people because it was kind of like this was their basketball back in the day, and like their football. Like this was
Yeah.
like you pay tickets and you see people kill each
Like
other.
20 shillings to the man starving. No.
Yeah, exactly. Basically,
Yeah.
we're gonna have this great gladiator just take out this group of starving slaves, and you're gonna fucking enjoy this shit. Like that was entertainment back then. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Looks good. Looks good.
as a fan of the first film, this is great. This is good. This seems like a great legacy sequel. Pedro Pascal, he's usually somebody that I don't find much excitement to see in certain things anymore. I kind of feel like he's been overused. You know what I mean? I feel like I've seen him on a lot of stuff. And he was never like my favorite actor to begin with, but in this film, like itself, I'm down for him. And Paul Mescal, I don't know who he is. I never seen him act before, but seeing him here, I'm down for it too.
Okay. That's pretty good then.
We gotta watch the first one.
Yeah.
We got Expeditiously. Shout out Ti once again.
Okay.
We'll figure that out
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
Let us know you guys' thoughts. Check out Gladiator 2. It's coming out November 22nd. JP's birthday. Yay, yay. Check out the trailer. Let us know what you guys think. Moving on, though, we do have Brad Pitt coming in with the director of Top Gun Maverick. He worked together with Tom Cruise. Joseph Kosinski.
Yeah.
He is going to be working and teaming up with Brad Pitt to give us F1, Formula One,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be a film about, obviously,
racing.
the racing and whatnot. I'm excited for this. I think, seeing the kind of work that we seen in Top Gun Maverick, seeing it with F1 is going to translate in a great way where we're basically, like, if you think about it, we're probably going to get some amazing shots within a vehicle.
Yeah.
Because Tom Cruise pushed for that with jets. So, I mean, if he pushed for that with jets and he was able to do it and get great shots, he's probably going to be like, let's do that with cars. It's going to be simpler, do all those things. I feel like the camera angles in this film is going to be great.
I'm pretty sure that's like the best scenario for it. I haven't seen something like this since Ford v Ferrari, and that one like knocked me out of my socks. So I guess I would say I'm pretty excited for it.
All right, let's check this out and see what's going on.
Okay. Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston, now McLaren, all have a speed on the straights. Our shot is battling in the turns. We need to build our car for combat.
How am I supposed to make that safe?
Who said anything about safe?
Well, damn. Okay, not much dialogue. It did look crazy. It did look really good.
The camera
cars and all that stuff looked pretty well. I would say there's some hype for this. I'm not sure because I haven't seen something like this since Ford v Ferrari. It seems like the same concept. They're like, oh, we got to build a car to hold up against everyone else and stuff. I would say there's some investment here for the most part.
For Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt and the directing.
Yeah,
I like the camera angles we were seeing.
Ford v Ferrari had Matt Damon and Christian Bale though. So.
But this one had a cool shot where it was aiming in the back from the side, and it flipped as he was driving and aimed forward. So that was kind of...
The camera work's probably going to be very crazy.
I think so. I think he's going to take whatever he did with Top Gun Maverick and really implement it. And the
pretty
trailer really indicated that that's probably gonna
It
happen.
looked good. I can't lie about that.
I'm excited. That looked pretty good. I think I need a little bit more dialogue to see what this movie's about. But I mean, coming from Apple TV, it's gonna make its jump to the big screen, summer 2025. Oh, that's next year, not even this
damn.
year. Wow, that is a ways off.
Yeah, not what I was expecting.
Still excited though.
Yeah, for sure. The hype's there.
Can't wait. Moving on though, we have what we've been all waiting for. The Agatha trailer. Agatha all along, coming from Marvel's television. I don't know what to expect from this. Do you know what to expect?
I don't. I actually have no idea what to expect from this. I'm hoping it takes the concept that, I mean, we were basically shitting on it, that no one asked for this, and this is that it does something good and puts some investment, I guess.
Actually makes us want it.
Yeah, because that's step one.
I'm not expecting too much. I really don't care for this. I really just put this on the lineup, to be honest, mostly because it's Marvel and we're going to have to look at it.
I've been seeing a lot of controversy around it. There's been a lot of things going around that I'm curious to get into, so it's going to have to wait till after the trailer.
All right, let's jump into it and we'll get into those questions.
Okay.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out here, detective. Jane Doe. Found her down here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
What happened to you? I have a lead in the case. But I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Is this really how you see yourself? That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out.
Well, at least they got rid of that stupid fucking song. I thought that was going to be in here somewhere. Nah, yeah, no. They didn't really do anything.
Okay.
It looked very Riverdale CW-ish, if that's the case.
That, I do like that they're leaning a little bit more into horror. I kind of feel like it's too late. I mean, they're asking questions like, where's Wanda Maximoff? But then she's going off and finding her own journey to figure out her way out of there, or whatever.
Yeah.
Get
Get her power back.
Get her power back, whatever. If I don't have to watch this for the greater MCU, I don't need to. I'm not watching it. There's no point. I mean, you get the 2-episode premiere September 18th, but I think this one's not going to be for everybody at all.
No. And then you'll get most of it on Twitter.
Yeah.
You get the important stuff on Twitter.
I think if I am invested in this, I'll probably be invested to watch it and just be done with it, kind of thing. That's it. I'll probably give the first 2 episodes a try. If those kind of fail, I'll stop. But
yeah,
if there's nothing really too much to go off by.
Oh, there's only Audrey Plaza. That's the only thing.
Audrey Plaza is probably the best reason why.
That's the only
I like
reason
I
care.
like the person that plays Agatha too. Han?
Yeah.
Catherine Hahn. I like her. I don't like the point of this show. It doesn't make any sense. We don't need this show. If she's stuck in that witch's spell, then she should stay there.
The story was wrapped up.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at, because there was a lot of people saying, "Oh, there's been a lot of shows about characters that people deemed were like unimportant, this and that," and I'm like, yeah, but her story kind of wrapped up. It wasn't like some loose end to try and come and explore. It was like, no,
Hers
she was
like
trapped.
mad unimportant.
Yeah, she was trapped. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not excited for this. There was a lot of people very upset about, I'm guessing the guy who's going to be playing Billy Kaplan, which is like Wanda's kid, which is the guy
Wiccan?
Wiccan. A lot of people were very upset that he like was very flamboyantly gay, and with that gasp or whatever. And I mean,
It was like one scene.
it was one scene. I thought there was more. I thought he was gonna be in it more, but no. People are judging it off one scene. Because my biggest takeaway was that Disney either gives you the representation you want full force, or not at all, and in which case you demand for it. So I mean, I say it. I say you got to be happy with what you got.
But how is a gasp to?
I don't know, man. Twitter's upset about something, bro, and I thought it was something.
I would
else.
just be upset about the Agatha All Along trailer. I think they couldn't find anything to be mad about. Because to be honest, if I want to be honest, I'm watching this trailer. Not much to be mad about. Like if I want to, like, it really draws you in a good way. The thing that's missing behind it is, do I have to see it?
Yeah.
If I don't have to see it, I don't give a shit about any of these characters.
Like, is it doing all this to bring Wanda back, or
Yeah, exactly? Or are we doing this just for Agatha?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I don't give a shit about Agatha.
Yeah.
If this is something for the greater MCU, I understand. If this is just for her, I don't care. So if we're gonna watch this and you're gonna force us to watch it, and you're gonna put yourself in a predicament where you're gonna make people have to be like, well, you don't have to watch it, so I can choose not to watch it,
basically, right?
And I do think that, you know, I mean, the gasp, I don't really think it's a big issue.
Not
if somebody's upset about that, come on, dog. Come
There's
on.
bigger things to be
just say you like the show and just shut up and keep pushing. Like,
Yeah.
you just want to do some clickbait for Twitter or some shit like that. I don't know.
All right. At least we're on the same page about it then.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, would you give the episode a
I'll
chance?
check it. I'll probably see the first two, yeah. And then, I mean, if nothing happens, I'm learning that there's a lot of things going on recently that it's okay to take downtime from your interests and find something new. The Boys, DC,
Find something else to watch.
Marvel.
Well, I got you to watch Twister, so that was a positive.
That shit was crazy. Don't make me do this at the end.
No. Listen. Better than the shows that you've been watching. Better than The Alkalite.
Yeah.
You would rather watch Twisters? You would rather watch Twister than...
The Acolyte comes out today.
Yeah, we gotta watch that. You rather watch Twister than The Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? There you go. Now you get to watch Gladiator, another
Yeah,
fucking
Gladiator.
classic.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. While they have some flunks on TV, we can do other things.
Return to cinema.
Yeah. We're good. We're turning the center. Take this back. But we'll give it a chance here at the Film Bros. But, I mean, it's up to y'all if you guys want us to cover it. I mean, if it's worth it, we'll cover it. If it's not, nobody's talking about it, then probably not. I think The Boys and The Alkalite are kind of like what's taking spotlight. By Halloween, who knows what happens. So, we'll see. Check out the trailer, Agatha All Along. It's on YouTube right now. Let us know your guys' thoughts. First 2 episodes come out September 18th. It's interesting. Very late in the year. I mean, by the time the finale airs, it'll probably be in October, right? Like around Halloween.
Yeah, basically that's what they were trying to aim for.
I'm
Why not
pretty
just
sure.
do it later in the month? Do it like the end of September, then have it lead in, and then your biggest episode will be Halloween.
If it's like 8 episodes, right?
I think so. But
Yeah.
even then, like, why do that on Halloween when you know people probably aren't going to be staying in and watching it on Halloween? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird thing. You could do a Halloween Eve, but the day of, no one's really going to be staying home and watching it.
There's a couple crazy like scenes in this one too. Like
Yeah,
that little devil
demon.
thing.
I wasn't expecting that.
The zombie thing was crazy. Like,
I
things
feel like
back on
those are
all
like
fours.
those are probably going to be like one and done. I don't think we're getting any more after that.
Well, let us know you guys' thoughts. Check out the trailer. Let us know you guys' thoughts. Are you excited? With that being said, though, any movies you guys want us to review, any topics that we should be talking about that we haven't talked about, that we honestly should be talking about, let us know at the socials that Josh will give you. Go ahead, Josh.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at FilmBros Podcast. You post the episodes are up. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you want us to cover. You can support us in a big way. Buzzsprout. It's like a Patreon. You subscribe. You help the show grow. We greatly appreciate it. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts at FilmBros Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. We're in a bunch of places. Again, anywhere you get your podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube at FilmBros Podcast, and you can be part of the conversation. Twitch at FilmBros Podcast.
And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.